It's your girl T, and in my last video I asked you, have you ever saved anyone in your life? And these were some of the comments that you guys left on the video. I think the one time that I did save somebody's life that kind of sticks out in my head is I was 5 years old, and there's this little girl named Sarah. She's about 1.5, so she was just learning, how to walk and stuff. And it was at a barbecue, and she was running right towards the fire pit. And I seen her out my peripheral vision, and as soon as I seen her, I was like, no, Sarah, no. And she stopped dead in her tracks and started crying. Like, I scared her that much. She started crying, and she ran back to her mom, and her parents realized what was about to happen. She was about to fall into this open flame and basically burn herself. So I saved her from that, and her parents were really, really grateful. I remember they took me out to eat. They bought me this little gold elephant necklace, and they were just overwhelmed with joy that I saved their daughter from being burnt. So that's just one of the stories that sticks out in my mind. So anyways, I want to go ahead and shout out JT of VH1 Access. JT wanted to know my opinion on this crazy-ass story. I don't know what state this is coming from, but the UK Sun is the one reporting on this. I believe the lady might be from Utah, but I'm not sure. Basically, it's about a 58-year-old lady named Khloe Jennings who wants to be a permanent paraplegic. Basically means that she wants to permanently be in a wheelchair. She walks, no, not walks. She rides around in a wheelchair 24/7, yet the bitch can walk. There's nothing wrong with her. She has good legs. She can run. She can ski. But she chooses to sit in a wheelchair and be in a wheelchair. And now she wants a doctor to basically make her permanently disabled. And she found a doctor that's willing to do it for $25,000. He's willing to permanently disable her. This is just insane. I couldn't make this shit up if y'all paid me. I'm going to go ahead and play you guys a small bit of the news footage, and then I will come back with the rest of my commentary.
Khloe Jennings White spends her days confined to a wheelchair. It's tough to get around, and she struggles with living in a world that isn't built for the disabled. However, Khloe is actually able to walk perfectly, and chooses to live her life like a paraplegic, due to a rare psychological disorder called BIID. Despite wishing she was paralysed, Khloe still takes part in extreme sports like skiing. BIID has led Khloe, a Cambridge University educated research scientist, to harm herself in a bid to become paraplegic for real.
I have fantasies about having a car wreck and becoming paraplegic from a car wreck.
Perhaps most shockingly of all, London-born Khloe is on a quest to find a surgeon willing to operate in order to paralyse her legs forever.
I did find a surgeon in another country who would be prepared to do femoral and sciatic nerve transections to paralyze my legs. It would be at least $25,000. I don't have the money to do it. That's basically the only reason that I've not yet had surgery.
For her whole life, Khloe has wished, more than anything, that she was disabled.
From about 10 years old, I somehow got the idea to bandage my legs when I was home alone so nobody would know what I was doing. I sort of fabricated a leg brace so that I couldn't bend my knee, and walking around like that felt, oh wow, this is how it's supposed to be.
Khloe struggled to cope with her feelings.
For a long time I had no idea why I felt this way about my legs.
Khloe only began to get real relief from her condition when she started using a wheelchair full-time in 2008.
When you have BIID, the stress is really intense. The first few friends I told, I would literally be shaking and crying even with emotion. I was not really living a normal life before that. It was always in my mind. It's like, I'm supposed to be paralyzed.
But while Khloe pursues her quest to have surgery that will leave her paraplegic, she loves taking part in her favourite pastime, downhill skiing.
Skiing is essential to me. It has a lot of benefits for me in terms of BIID. I ski very aggressively. If it's a groomed run, I will absolutely go as fast as I can. My friends and family can get a little worried about me skiing sometimes because they know that I ski very aggressively, and they know it's in the back of my mind that I actually want to get injured.
Okay, so you guys just watched the news footage, and this whole situation to me is sick. I've never heard of this mental disorder, and I don't even believe that it's really a mental disorder. You know, so they have a mental disorder for any fucking thing. If you eat too many Cheerios, there's some type of mental disorder for that. Whatever happened to just being plain crazy? I mean, this woman has issues. Who the hell purposely wants to be in a wheelchair? And this is coming from somebody who has been in a wheelchair. This is coming from somebody with a chronic illness that's gotten so bad that I've had to learn to re-walk again. So I've been in a wheelchair, and it's not fun. It's not fun not being able to get up and use your legs and use your motor skills. I don't know why anybody would want to permanently be disabled. I know people now who are in wheelchairs because they were born, they couldn't walk, and they had to be in a wheelchair. And I even have a few subscribers who are in wheelchairs who watch my videos, and they support me, and I know their struggles and the things that they go through. You know, and I have other people who I know who are in wheelchairs because they got hurt in Iraq, or they got into a car accident, and they're never able to walk again. Me saying that is that I know a lot of these people would give anything to be able to walk again. And you have somebody who is healthy. There's nothing wrong with her. She has no chronic illness. She has no need for this wheelchair, but yet she chooses to live her life in a wheelchair. And it's like, for what? For attention? When you have people who would give anything to be able to walk again. I find this whole situation just disturbing and sick. And another thing that really, really scares me about this is, you know, she's willing to save up money to have somebody disable her. Well, since you love to ski and you ski so aggressively, why not run your ass into a tree for free? Oh, but then that might possibly kill her. She's not ready to die. She just wants to be in a wheelchair, which to me just makes no sense. And then I feel like she wants to be in a wheelchair because she wants benefits. She claims that she doesn't, but I don't understand, you know, if you're in a wheelchair, how do you expect to really work? I mean, I know a lot of people in wheelchairs who do work from home and stuff like that, but a lot of people who are in wheelchairs who can't get up and work, they get disability. So my thing is, she wants to purposely hurt herself, and then this is going to be on the taxpayers to basically take care of her for the rest of her life. They're going to have to be paying for nurses to come and tend to her. The taxpayer is going to have to pay for her to get a disability check. This is insane. This woman should be in jail or in a mental institution. I can see this woman purposely hurting herself and possibly hurting other people. What's to say that she won't run her car into oncoming traffic in hopes of being disabled? You know, this is really scary. This woman could basically take her car, move herself into oncoming traffic with hopes of being disabled. This woman could jump in front of a semi-truck in hopes of being disabled. That's scary because now that's affecting other people out on the road. That's affecting other people in her community. This woman needs to be psychiatrically evaluated. This is not cute. I don't find anything funny about this story. I'm disturbed. I've never heard of anyone who wants to be in a wheelchair. And this is coming from somebody who has spent time in a wheelchair. This shit is not fun. It's heartbreaking. It's sad. People don't realize how much of a blessing it is to just be able to get up and walk, or just be able to just reach over and pick something up. Everybody doesn't have those motor skills. You know, everybody can't do that due to illness, due to, you know, traumatic experiences. So for you to be able to do that and not be grateful for that and to want to be in a wheelchair, I find the whole situation just sickening. Especially when I know I have subs who are subscribed to me who are in wheelchairs who would give anything to be able to walk again. This woman is insane. I'm scared that this woman, while trying to hurt herself, might go out and hurt somebody else. So anyways, go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think about this entire situation. Do you feel like if she wants to be in a wheelchair, hey, that's on her, and that, you know, she should be able to raise the money to make herself permanently disabled? Or do you find this whole situation just insane and crazy? Let me know your thoughts. All right. Deuces. So the question of the day is, have you ever broken a leg or been hurt so bad that you weren't able to perform just normal everyday duties? So go ahead, leave a comment, rate, subscribe, and share the video. Talk to y'all later.